Welcome back to my channel. It is Kiera, your gapped and gorgeous queen. And today, child, we're gonna be talking about something that I was thinking very, very deeply about. Now, I've had this conversation before, but I feel like we're just not talking about it enough. And recently, it just came up in my mind when I was looking at something on social media. You know how they have those mental health memes? And something on there kind of triggered this whole thought process. The idea that we are all defending our inner child. And what I mean when I say defending our inner child, I am talking about the way that we behave towards other people, whether it's good or bad. At the end of the day, it's us defending our inner child. For instance, when I was younger, this little boy said something about me, about my gap. He was trying to bully me, child, but I ain't play that. And baby, when I tell you I lit him up, that the whole classroom was laughing, that he started crying, I mean that. And for a very long time, whenever I felt offended or felt like someone was attacking me, that would be my attitude. That would be my energy. I would try to break them down in as many ways as I possibly could. That was me defending my inner child. Now, the importance of going to therapy means that that's not the way that I defend her anymore. Just think about this, okay? Whenever you are online and you may just be scrolling and you're comparing your life to someone else's life, or your body to someone else's body, or your beauty, or whatever it is, you know, your car, your home, whatever it may be, and you start attacking them or looking for something to talk about or something to make them not seem so successful or so pretty or so worthy. When you start to attack those things, that's you defending the person that you believe that you are. Maybe since you were young, you always felt that you were not told that you were beautiful, that you were not told that you were loved. Maybe someone has talked about the way your body is shaped. Maybe someone has called you broke. There are so many different things that could have happened to you when you were younger that's trickling over into your present life. And your way of protecting yourself is by trying to make someone else feel bad about themselves. That's not really the way that that's supposed to work, but that's what a lot of people do. The power of therapy, the power of healing, the power of looking at yourself, admitting where you went wrong and trying to fix it, is that when you start to defend your inner child, it's more so in the sense of, hey, I'm throwing up boundaries now. You can't cross these lines with me. I'm not having those types of conversations. No, you cannot call me out my name. If you offend me, there are consequences to that. If you disrespect me, there are consequences to that. When you start to grow and learn what it is to truly protect yourself, the way that you deal with people change tremendously. It's not about hurting someone else. It's not about getting revenge. It's not about going to the deepest, darkest places and pulling out something that you know will ruin this person or make them feel away or trigger something in them that you cannot take back. Anytime you see someone extremely angry, they are defending something. But we have to be careful when we are defending our inner child. And that's why it's important that you go to therapy so that you can know how to communicate with people. Know what you're doing when you speak to people, because there are so many things that are said that you can never take back. And now you've ruined your relationships. You cannot get back into those people's lives. You've burned bridges. You can't get back into that job because you've overstepped some boundaries. And whenever you overstep boundaries in your career, what do? They fire you, right? So when you have people in your life that you love, and you treat them with the utmost disrespect, why do you believe that there are no consequences to your actions? Defending your inner child the wrong way can really put you in a worse off position than you were when you started. Especially because when most people do this thing the wrong way, it's to their family, it's to the people they love, it's to the people who love them the most. But they don't have that same energy for people on the street or people at the workplace or the people that they're dating. They would rather attack and bring down the people that they love. Whatever problem you are going through, whatever you feel deep down in you, wherever you are hurting, understand that there is a younger you that needs you to work through healing so that you don't keep repeating the same behaviors. Some battles have to be won with your mind, not with your angry words. There are so many ways to save a relationship, but because we are so confused and we're so hurt and we're not willing to grow. We end up hurting the people that we love, and our inner child is still screaming for love. And that's why when you see people who are yelling at the top of their lungs or screaming or cursing, it's really their inner self screaming for acceptance, screaming for love, screaming for understanding. But I'm telling you, grown person, if you are one of these people, when you are communicating and when you are hurting, there's a deeper problem. Most issues don't come because you have conflict with someone. Most issues are bigger because you have not settled the angry child that is within you. And it's not always anger. For me, that inner child is extremely emotional, extremely anxious, extremely vulnerable. Me defending little Kiera looks like me not answering the phone sometimes when I know that there's just negative energy on the other line. I'm only going on a date with you if you show me that you are a respectful man. I'm only going to hang out if I feel comfortable and safe enough. Defending little Kiera looks like, okay, I'm gonna have to just block you. I'm gonna have to cut you off. I'm going to have to let myself just be free from the situation. I cannot have any communication with you, any contact with you until you get right. Because believe it or not, you are not protecting your inner self when you allow people to just come in and out of your life, ruining things, cursing, screaming, doing just all these crazy things. And you've worked hard for your healing. You don't deserve anybody bringing any negativity, any animosity, any bad energy towards you. You don't deserve that. I hope that I made things clear for you. We are all just grown adults defending our younger selves. But the difference between that is how you deal with it. Understand that your younger self needs your wisdom. Your younger self needs you to be patient. Your younger self needs you to be more loving. Your younger self needs you to be more caring. Your younger self needs you to make more calculated decisions. Your younger self needs you to get your emotions in check. Your younger self needs you to value relationships. Your younger self needs you to listen to yourself and to love on yourself, because if you cannot love yourself, you cannot love anybody else around you. And it's very, very obvious when people do not love themselves because they treat other people badly. So I hope that this was good information for you. Let me know what you think about this conversation in the comments below. Like, comment, and subscribe.